Smith. Governor Patrick Morrisey visited Wood County today to sign the Strategic and Critical Resources Act into law. That's the second bill signing of his day after an earlier ceremony in Clarksburg. The new law preempts local governments from regulating the extraction of critical minerals outside municipal areas. It covers dozens of materials from lithium and cobalt to rare earth elements and directs the state's Office of Energy to develop implementing rules. Morrisey framed the legislation around national security, pointing to China's dominance in rare earth supply chains as a threat to U.S. defense and energy infrastructure.
By streamlining the extraction of rare earth minerals right here in West Virginia, a lot of it from acid mine drainage, we're stripping more leverage away from Beijing and giving it to the people of West Virginia.
Earlier in Clarksburg, Morrisey signed the Comprehensive Energy Policy and Development Plan Act, which codifies his 50 by 50 goal of growing the state's power generation capacity to 50 gigawatts by 2050. The law prioritizes coal, natural gas, nuclear, hydropower, geothermal, and hydrogen, and sets a goal of making West Virginia the nation's leading per capita electricity exporter by mid-century. Morrisey said